Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take a whole stack of sources, really dig in, and pull out the absolute best bits of knowledge for you. Today, we're looking at unlocking the real power of AI. Getting past just typing basic stuff in. We want to see how you can create genuinely remarkable, real results for your business, for your community. This is Mike Hayes. He's a two-time Peabody award-winning researcher, documentarian, huge background with NBC TV and radio. Plus, he's been in the direct response media world for ages, helping people build their dreams. And he created the Great Discovery AI Super Campus podcast library. So Mike's mission, and it's tied into this whole AI super campus idea, is basically to level the playing field for small business owners. Using things like Love Local networking, it's this mix of deep experience, amazing storytelling skills, and just a real passion for helping people navigate this whole AI age.
Absolutely. And our mission for this deep dive really is to get beyond just what these AI tools do. We need to understand why they actually matter. And crucially, how you need a sort of fundamental shift in your thinking to really use them properly, to get those aha moments, and actually grow your business.
Okay, let's jump right into that because I think a lot of us have felt this. It's a common frustration. You go on to ChatGPT maybe or some other platform, maybe even something like CodeMojo.
Yeah.
You type in a prompt and what comes back is often just, lackluster is a good word, or just blah, like our sources say. Nothing exciting, nothing really breakthrough. But then you look around and you see other people getting what look like just insane results. Building apps before lunch, creating stuff that goes viral by the afternoon. It feels like they've got some kind of secret weapon or a hidden army working for them. So what is the difference? What's going on there?
Yeah, and what's fascinating here really is that secret isn't being some tech guru or a coder or, some genius hacker. It's not that. Fundamentally, it comes down to how you communicate with the AI. It's different. The core idea, the principle, is this. Prompting isn't really about typing words. It's about thinking. Yeah. So your success, it hinges completely on how you shape that conversation, how you frame what you want, the kinds of questions you ask it, even the authority you project when you ask. Mm-hmm. Think about it like this. AI is like a mirror. You look in a mirror, it shows you exactly what's there.
Right.
AI does the same thing with your thinking. It reflects how clear you are, or maybe how foggy you are. If your prompts are muddy, guess what? Your results can be muddy too. Simple as that.
Okay, I have to admit, my early prompts were definitely showing a very, very foggy reflection. That makes a lot of sense. So if the prompts are muddy because our thinking is muddy, how do these systems, this whole approach you're talking about, help someone clarify their own ideas first? Before they even type anything, is there something that pushes that? That's
a really insightful question. And yeah, that's key. The systems we're looking at today, they're actually designed to help you guide the AI. But first, they guide you. They help you get past just throwing lazy prompts out there. Instead, you learn to engineer your asks. That's the phrase. It's about using persuasion, using framing, really leading the AI where you need it to go. Structuring prompts that are precise, yes, but also persuasive and purposeful. It's that shift in your own thinking, that clarity, that lets AI become more than just a tool. It becomes a real strategic partner.
Okay, that framing is helpful. Let's make it concrete. Let's move from that philosophy to a real-world example. Show us how these advanced prompting ideas work using, say, a set of connected AI tools. You mentioned a client, Nancy Wolf, who wants to help seniors learn AI. Sounds like she was facing that blah content problem. How did this thinking upgrade change things for her? Maybe start with that ghostwriter tool you mentioned.
Perfect example. So Nancy needs content, video script specifically. She uses the ghostwriter.
And you said it uses CADS, clear actual business strategies. What does that actually involve? How does that make the AI smart about her specific needs?
Exactly. CABS is the engine behind it. Think of it like this. Before a top marketing consultant works with you, what do? They ask a ton of questions, right? CABS mimics that. It involves answering about 15 specific deep questions about Nancy's business, her exact target market seniors in this case. It asks about her ideal customer avatars, even gets into empathy maps. What are these seniors feeling, thinking? What are their worries, their hopes before they even encounter Nancy? The AI digests all that structured information so the content it generates feels well-tailored, like it really gets the audience. For Nancy, this meant Ghostwriter created a script that talked about retirement not as an end, but a new adventure. It offered simple AI learning steps. It focused on turning that common confusion seniors might feel into confidence.
And protection. You mentioned it's a closed system. What does that mean practically?
Very important point. Unlike using a wide-open platform like ChatGPT, this is closed. Your business strategy, those CABS answers, the unique content it creates, that's your intellectual property. It's protected. It doesn't get shared or used to train the general model. And even within the system, information isn't shared between different client projects. Nancy's insights stay completely separate from anyone else's. Her unique stuff stays hers.
Okay, so the message is now sharp, tailored, protected. Ghostwriter gave Nancy a powerful script, but a great script isn't enough if nobody sees it right. What's the next step in making sure her message lands in this sort of integrated workflow?
Right, because creation's only half the battle. Now you need visibility. So the other tools connect seamlessly. After the script, Nancy might use the thumbnail genius. This is all about that crucial first impression, the visual hook. You feed it the video title, maybe AI for seniors. You tell it the emotion you want, like trustworthy, the target market, older people, demographics, even a style, maybe cartoon or photorealistic. And boom, it generates eye-catching thumbnail images. In the right format, like 169 ratio JPEGs, ready for YouTube, it ensures the look matches the message's quality. Got it.
Visual appeal sorted. Now, how do we make sure YouTube actually shows it to the right seniors? The discovery part.
That brings us to the tube tagger. This one's laser focused on YouTube optimization. It takes your topic and spits out everything you need. Keywords, relevant tags, suggestions for strong titles, even a full ready-to-paste video description. That description includes space for your website, relevant hashtags, .works. It's optimized for both SEO, search engine optimization, for general Google searches, and ASO, App Store optimization, which in this case means optimizing specifically for search within YouTube itself, how people find videos on the platform. The whole point is to maximize Nancy's chances of being discovered by seniors actively looking for AI help on YouTube. Really boost that organic growth.
Message, visual, discoverability. Okay. But sometimes you want a face for the message, even if it's not Nancy herself on camera every time.
Precisely. That's where the modeler comes in. This tool is fascinating. It lets you create AI-generated images, even realistic avatars of a specific person, like Nancy. How it works is you train it. You upload maybe 8, 10, up to 30 or more photos of yourself, different poses, different angles, lighting. Variety is key. Once the system learns your likeness, it can generate new custom images of you doing almost anything. So you could have an image of Nancy teaching AI in front of a classroom, or standing confidently next to a graphic about AI, even in settings that don't actually exist, but it always looks consistently like her.
Wow. Okay. And then tying it all together, the script, the visuals, this AI version of Nancy.
That's the final piece, the spokesperson tool. It takes the script from Ghostwriter, combines it with an avatar generated by Modeler or a stock one, and adds a voiceover. You can choose a standard voice, maybe like Matilda, which might suit Nancy's brand. So you see how it connects. From the deep strategy in CABS to the script, the visuals, the optimization, the avatar, it's a full workflow. It creates this cohesive, highly optimized video package that dramatically increases searchability and online presence. And it's efficient. We had a team member down in South Africa who used these exact methods, got a page 1 YouTube results for a client in just 4 hours, because the process is repeatable and built on those core principles.
That's seriously impressive. A whole content factory, basically, built on thinking strategically first.
Right.
Okay, so that covers content creation brilliantly. But you mentioned moving beyond content into building actual functional web apps rapidly. That sounds like a whole other level.
It is. And this is where things get really exciting, I think. We're talking about a tool called Code Mojo. What's just incredible here is that you can use it right on your phone. And with relatively simple but structured prompts, following those same principles of clarity and purpose, you can build quite complex web applications. Let's stick with the seniors example. Imagine Nancy wants a simple way to connect seniors in her local area with trusted background-checked help, like handymen, cleaners, yard workers.
Okay, like a local service directory, but maybe more interactive.
Exactly. So with Code Mojo, you could prompt it to build a landing page for that. And it wouldn't just be static. It could automatically generate features like request forms for specific services, scheduling components, a system for trusted reviews from other seniors. It would prominently feature safety aspects, highlighting that all providers are background checked, insured, bonded. Crucial for that audience. And you could even build in the potential for payment integration later, linking to Stripe or PayPal.
Wow. So just from prompts, it builds all that functionality.
Pretty much. It's like having a whole team suddenly appear. Engineers, coders, maybe even copywriters helping structure the page text, all working together instantly based on your instructions. And this raises a really important question about value, right? Think about what that kind of web app with the forms, the scheduling, the reviews would normally cost to build. You could easily be looking at, what, $5,000, $10,000 worth of custom programming, maybe more.
Easily, yeah.
With Code Mojo, Following this structured prompting method, you can have the core of that built in.
Right.
Honestly, sometimes 5 minutes or less. Then you might need some minor tweaks, but the heavy lifting is done.
5 minutes. That's kind of mind-bending.
It is. And Code Mojo isn't just for, generic brochure websites. It's really geared towards creating these web apps that solve problems, things that connect customers to clients in a functional way. We're already having conversations, real-world applications, talking with universities about building specific tools for them. There's a large farmers market down in Tennessee looking at using it, handyman services exploring it. It's accessible technology that can really shift the whole industry upside down for small businesses and service providers.
And the key takeaway seems to be, again, it's not about needing to be a coder.
Not at all.
It comes back to what you said earlier. It's just a matter of how you talk to it, mastering that language of AI, that clear, persuasive, purposeful communication. It really does sound like it's democratizing some pretty powerful tech.
That's exactly the goal.
So, okay, for listeners now thinking, wow, I want to learn this, how do they bridge that gap? How do they go from maybe feeling AI as just a passive helper to making it this creative and strategic superpower you're describing?
Yeah, good question. The path forward is actually pretty clear, and there are different ways in depending on what people need. There's actually a free Code Mojo course available just to get your feet wet, understand the basics. Then there are more in-depth premium courses. We also run boot camps. There's a Cami boot camp coming up soon, which leads to a certification. And for folks who want ongoing support, deeper dives, and to be part of a community, there's a mastermind group.
Okay, what does that involve?
The mastermind is $299 a month. But importantly, if you're in the mastermind, you get access to all the online courses for free. It's included. And the absolute core goal across all these learning opportunities isn't just teaching AI for the sake of knowing about AI. It's very practical. It's about teaching people how to make money with AI, how to use these tools and strategies to actually generate income, build businesses, solve real problems, applying these thinking frameworks for tangible results.
Right. So engaging with these resources isn't just about learning cool tech tricks. It's about learning that real art of AI command, as you put it, gaining the skills to quickly generate that super targeted content we talked about, develop complex ideas, build out those integrated workflows, and even create entire web applications.
Exactly.
It sounds like it fundamentally changes your approach to solving problems and bringing ideas to life. Makes you way more adaptable in this, rapidly changing landscape.
That's the power of it.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it really feels like the impact of shifting from just basic prompting to this thinking upgrade, as we called it. It's huge. It's about using these integrated AI tools not just to be faster, but to be smarter, more strategic, for real growth, personally and business. Understanding the why changes everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe here's a final thought, something provocative for you to really mull over. If AI genuinely is like that mirror, reflecting the clarity and precision of your own thinking, just imagine the possibilities that open up when you really commit to enhancing that clarity, that purpose, that persuasion in every single prompt you create. What kind of unseen army of innovation could you personally unleash just by mastering this art of leading prompting on a totally new level, turning those bland outputs we talked about into truly bold breakthroughs?
That's a powerful question to end on. Thank you for joining us on this really insightful deep dive today. We definitely encourage everyone listening to explore these ideas and these tools further. Unlock your own AI superpower.